General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Michael Corinthos is about to encounter an unexpected twist on the witness stand. It seems that Rick Lansing is set to present a shocking revelation in court. So let's discuss what lies ahead. The week of June 2 to 6 is set to feature some intense moments as Michael and Willow Corinthos gear up to confront each other with their lawyers by their side. Diane Miller will come out fighting against Willow and Drew Kane in the courtroom, but Rick has a few surprises in store. While Nina Reeves has been conflicted about whether to betray Sasha Corbin by revealing that Michael is the actual father, she might ultimately decide to share this information with Rick. There's no concrete proof of paternity, but even the suggestion that Michael has been unfaithful and concealing a pregnant mistress could influence the judge's decision. Nina is determined to prevent Willow from relocating to DC with Drew and is aware that if she secures full custody, that possibility becomes much more likely. Nonetheless, the other option is that Willow could entirely lose custody of her children. Willow would absolutely detest Nina if she discovered that her mother had the means to assist her in winning her case and chose to remain inactive. This is likely the reason why Nina might provide Rick with the necessary details to reveal the truth about paternity. However, Nina could have a specific demand to simplify things for Sasha. It's possible that Nina will urge Rick to focus on Michael instead, prompting him to make a confession in court. Not to mention, he already subpoenaed Sasha. He could subpoena the Black Dog bar bartender as well. If Rick manages to make Michael falter during his testimony, Sasha might find herself compelled to reveal details about their intense affair and the real father of her child. Should Michael disclose the truth, it could allow Sasha to avoid perjury while supporting his assertions. In any case, expect to witness some chaotic events surrounding paternity, making sure you don't miss all the incredible twists ahead. The actions of Michael and Sasha are likely to come back to bite them very soon. According to upcoming spoilers for the ABC soap, Michael could be in for a shocking surprise once he takes the witness stand, so keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers update for the week of June 2 to 6 reveals that Professor Henry, Hank Dalton, and Jordan Ashford will bond while Jack Brennan is under pressure. Carly Spencer will also get a shock, so there will be a lot going on in Port Charles. For starters, Alexis Davis will get grilled over the $10 million that's been taken out of Ace Cassidy's estate, so she'll have to make excuses to Laura Collins. As for Lucky Spencer, it looks like he may come clean to Elizabeth Baldwin about Christina Corinthos Davis' role in the crash. Lucky will also have to face a difficult truth later, so he may start to accept that maybe he's not meant to settle down. Is the show on the verge of sending Lucky back off canvas? Next, Brooklyn Quartermain will rip into Gloria Cerullo for helping Lois Cerullo cover up Giovanni Gio Palmieri's true identity all these years. Afterward, Brooklyn will have a heated confrontation with Lulu Spencer for blowing up the secret and devastating Gio in the process. Once Sonny swears he was in the dark on being Gio's grandfather, he'll offer some words of wisdom. Sonny will also have a chance to confide in Jason Morgan about Gio, Michael Corinthos, and anything else on his mind. Michael and Willow Corinthos' custody battle will move forward, so that'll bring an opportunity for some wild courtroom moments. It looks like the paternity of Sasha Corbin's baby will be exposed and unleash some chaos. GA spoilers say Willow's going to leap into action eventually, so she may take advantage of the upper hand that Rick Lansing potentially gets for her. Nina Reeves will ultimately have an admission to make. Will Nina tell Willow that she supplied the paternity shocker to Rick? Or could this finally be a confession about her hookups with Drew? Whatever the case, Drew will end up troubled by the end of the week. However, that could be more about Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson finding Jacinda since they intend to use her to neutralize Drew. Portia and Curtis will also host a family party, so we'll see if Trina Robinson might bring Kai Taylor to the get-together. Jordan has a meeting with Curtis coming up, but she'll get better acquainted with Professor Dalton first. Shady Professor Dalton has plenty of things to hide, so will Jordan pick up on any strange hints during their possibly flirty discussion? Back with Jason, he'll face Carly's questions once she deals with the paternity shock. Jason has been posing as Sasha's baby daddy, so Carly won't like that she's just now hearing about this. Over with Brennan, he'll end up under pressure. Anna Devane will put Brennan on the spot and try to pry info out of him, so she'll give Jason updates on her suspicions later. General Hospital spoilers say Anna will have a theory she's working on, so stay tuned to see if this involves news on Sunny's mysterious foe. General Hospital spoilers are in for the week of June 2, 2025. Fans can expect Willow take Corinthos and Michael Corinthos to duke it out in court. Rick Lansing strongarms Alexis Davis. Plus, Trina Robinson defends Jocelyn Jacks. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the ABC soap opera. Fans know that Carly Spencer started the custody battle for Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, but Michael is back to finish it. Diane Miller was able to get an emergency custody order, allowing Michael to take the children. Michael will not let them go unless Willow dumps Drew Kane. As the two head into court, a lot of bombshells could be dropped. In addition to all the scandals already on tape, Nina Reeves just learned that Michael is Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby daddy. If Nina exposes Sasha's secret, the pregnant woman could throw back Nina's own secret. Fans know that in Monday's episode, a preview clip shows Laura Collins confronting Alexis about the missing $10 million from Ace Cassidy's estate. Fans know that Rick and Ava Jerome are blackmailing Alexis over Christina Corinthos Davis' secret crime. Alexis might give Laura a cover story, but that will only work for so long. So, what is going to happen now? General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 2 reveal that Giovanni Gio Palmieri will return to Port Charles. After doing some thinking, the young man realizes he can't run from his problems. However, Gio does confront Sonny Corinthos. In a preview clip, Gio says from now on, he's doing things on his own. That sounds like Gio no longer wants Sonny's help paying for his education. Gio might think Sonny was in on the secret, but he was in the dark just like most everyone. Fans will also see Rocco Falconeri ask Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer some tough questions. Later, Lulu faces a rageful Brooklyn Quartermain. Trina will step in to defend Jocelyn. Meanwhile, Anna Devane puts pressure on Jack Brennan. Later, Anna shares her suspicions with Jason Morgan. Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson host a party, but things might not go smoothly. Plus, Cody Bell gets closer to Molly Lansing Davis. General Hospital spoilers are in for the week of June 2, 2025. Fans can expect Willow take Corinthos and Michael Corinthos' custody hearing to begin. Anna Devane puts pressure on Jack Brennan. Plus, Lucky Spencer faces a reality check. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the ABC soap opera. Let's begin with Michael and Willow, who will begin battling it out in court over the children. Michael stunned everyone when he suddenly showed up at the nurses' ball and took Wiley Corinthos home. Then, Willow learned that Amelia Corinthos had been taken as well. While Willow and Drew Kane went to the police, Michael had an order from a judge. As the court battle begins, Diane Miller will launch her evidence. However, fans know that Nina Reeves just learned that Michael is the father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's unborn baby. Nina is really struggling whether to expose that little nugget or not. Over with Lulu Spencer, she will face a few more confrontations. One will be with Brooke Lynn Quartermain. BLQ's Mama Bear claws will come out for Lulu traumatizing Giovanni Gio Palmieri the way she did. However, I think Lulu genuinely feels terrible for Gio. As a fellow mother, Lulu might also feel the devastation in BLQ's heart. In any case, Lulu has done a lot of damage. So that will leave an opening for a redemption story down the road. General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 2 reveal that Alexis Davis will have some serious explaining to do about Ace Cassidy's estate. If Alexis tells Laura Collins the truth, that could put Christina Corinthos Davis in prison. Likely, Alexis buys time by claiming the funds are in mid-transferred to a better account or something like that. However, that is only a short-term solution. Fans will also see Elizabeth Liz Baldwin make a discovery. Will Lucky Spencer tell Liz that the accident was Christina Corinthos Davis' fault? Later in the week, Lucky faces a hard truth. Could this be that Christina truly is a danger to everyone in Port Charles? Anna will put some pressure on Brennan. Anna will also open up to Jason Morgan. Meanwhile, Sasha Gilmore Corbin feels pressured. Could this have to do with Rick Lansing calling her to the stand, as well as Mayna Reeves' powerful intel? Trina Robinson defends Jocelyn Jacks. Curtis Ashford meets with Jordan Ashford. Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis get closer. Plus, Curtis and Portia Robinson host a family gathering. But will it blow up? General Hospital spoilers and updates reveal in ABC's new sneak peek video. There's a first look for Monday's reveal of Rocco Falconeri's secret brother revelation. Dante Falconeri is on the verge of admitting that Giovanni Gio Palmieri is his child with Brooklyn Quartermain, which means Rocco will receive some astonishing confirmation. The sneak peek video, which is for the episode airing on Monday, June 2, opens with a bewildered Rocco who shows Lulu Spencer a video making waves online. GA spoilers indicate that Rocco will be confused by Gio's emotional outburst where he smashed a violin. And he'll also be puzzled by the numerous posts he's come across regarding Gio's biological parents. After Rocco reveals he saw that Dante and Brooklyn were said to be Gio's parents, he'll turn to Lulu and ask if there's any truth to it. Rocco will appear flustered by all the chaotic information, prompting him to urge Lulu to share what she knows. It's bad enough she's likely lost any chance of getting Dante back in any kind of romantic way. But if she hadn't confronted Lois Cerullo, this wouldn't have happened. Since Dante has already made it clear that he wants to deliver the news to Rocco himself, Lulu finds herself in a difficult position, not quite knowing how to handle this. Before Lulu can truly respond to Rocco, Dante will show up and admit that Rocco's suspicions are correct. Yeah, Gio's telling the truth. He is my son, and he is your brother, Dante confirms in the sneak peek clip. Following this revelation, Rocco will have a multitude of questions, and Dante will do his best to address them all. Lulu will also need to step in to provide some answers, as Rocco will be eager to understand how Gio came to this remarkable realization. Even though Lulu never intended for Gio to discover the truth in such a distressing manner, she is still to blame for confronting Lois Cerullo during the nurses' ball. Gio caught wind of the unexpected situation backstage, which means Lulu might soon provide Rocco with updates on it. Had Lulu chosen to keep her nose out of things, or at least approach Dante first to let him question Brooklyn, she might have avoided losing him. Now, the lives of two young men are set to change forever, along with one set of birth parents in Gio's situation. According to General Hospital spoilers, Rocco will have a lot on his plate by the conclusion of Monday's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. General Hospital spoilers and updates for the week of Monday, June 2 to Friday, June 6 tease Fury Unleashed, opening up, and hard truths. Brooklyn Quartermain Chase unleashes her fury, Sunny Corinthos opens up, and Lucky Spencer faces a hard truth. On Monday, June 2, Brooklyn unleashes her fury on her mother, and likely her grandmother as well, while elsewhere Sunny Corinthos offers counsel. He and Gio Palmieri are talking and Gio says whatever he does next, he's doing it on his own. In the meantime, Elizabeth Baldwin makes a discovery. Elsewhere, Michael Corinthos and Christina Corinthos Davis reunite. Plus, Alexis Davis is in the hot seat as Laura Collins questions Ace Cassidy's estate missing money. Tuesday, June 3, Sunny opens up to Jason Morgan and Michael and Willow Corinthos' divorce hearing, which includes the custody of their children, begins. The topic of discussion between Sunny and Jason is probably Michael, although Gio may be discussed as well. In another situation, Trainer Robinson defends Jocelyn Jacks. In the meantime, Jordan Ashford learns more about Professor Henry Dalton. Elsewhere, Rick Lansing strongarms Alexis. Wednesday, June 4, Brooke Lynn and Lulu Spencer come face to face, and there's bound to be a confrontation. Elsewhere, Anna Devane turns up the pressure on Jack Brennan. In the meantime, Laura and Sunny discuss family matters, likely how Rocco Falconeri's being affected by his older surprise brother. Elsewhere, Lucky Spencer surprises Elizabeth. And at the PCPD courthouse in the custody case, Michael takes the stand. Thursday, June 5, Lucky has to face a hard truth. This may be the outcome of his and Elizabeth's serious discussion, where she asked if he was hiding something about her accident. Elsewhere, after turning up the pressure on Brennan, Anna shares her suspicions with Jason. In the meantime, Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson host a family gathering. Have they worked their marriage problems out? In another matter, Sasha Corbin is overwhelmed. Are Rick Lansing's questions too much? Likely, also at the custody hearing, Willow springs into action. Finally, on Friday, June 6, Carly confronts Jason. What might that be about? Elsewhere, Nina Reeves makes a confession. Will she come to desperation and tell Willow she slept with Drew Kane? In the meantime, Curtis meets with Jordan Ashford. Drew is dismayed. Might that be because Willow's eyes are finally opened about him? Plus, Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis get better acquainted. The late Richard Simmons has appeared on the long-running soap General Hospital since 1979. He appeared in over 100 episodes throughout the years. The fitness guru made an impact with his co-stars. Lynn Herring has one of the gifts he gave her before he passed away. The actress talked about Richard Simmons passing in an article. She remembered the time he spent on the soap opera. Richard Simmons was manic and a hyper person. His energy matched Lynn Herring's. He arrived on set joyful and ready to entertain everyone. The late fitness guru wanted the cast to feel his love and acceptance. Lynn Herring admired the legend very much. Richard Simmons never let on that he was dealing with problems. He pushed his problems aside and wanted to be a true performer. Simmons wanted to engage with the cast. Herring shared what Richard Simmons gave her as a gift. They spent several days together because of the nurses' ball. On the last day they worked together, he gave her a jewel dress that he bought at an auction. He gave it to her with no questions asked. She let him know that she didn't need anything from him. Lynn Herring promised that she would keep the dress and treasure it forever. The dress was a representation of what he gave to people. The actress fondly remembered how it felt to do their scenes together. They had fun working together. He would try to get upset with her character because they didn't get along. They ended up laughing after their scenes were finished. Since they had so much fun together, they had to do their scenes over. According to Lynn Herring, Richard Simmons meant a lot to many people. Anytime he walked on the General Hospital set, it would come to life. His sense of humor and joy meant the world to everyone around him. Richard Simmons' appearances on General Hospital helped him become a household name. His appearances made him so popular that he started recording his fitness videos. The appearances made him a staple on television in the 1980s. He appeared on the soap for the last time in 2013. Richard Simmons came back to honor the show's 50th anniversary. The talented legend choreographed the dances for the nurses' ball. He also had a run-in with Lucy during the nurses' ball. Fans enjoyed seeing him on the show because of his clashes with Lynn Herring. Richard Simmons died in July 2024 at the age of 76. The weight loss instructor had heart disease. He fell the day before he died, which led to his death. There were no drugs in his system. He loved his time on General Hospital, which was why he appeared in so many episodes. This newcomer may just be GA's next best actor. It's been an explosive month on General Hospital where many actors blew us away, but only one earned the top spot as Soap Hub's Performer of the Month in May. One of GA's most underrated, Dominic Zamprogna, has been serving up emotional moments for over a decade in Port Charles. This month, it was not just after finding out he has a son he never knew was his, but first when Rocco almost died from alcohol poisoning. Zamprogna captured the worry of a father, the smarts of a cop, and the blame game toward Gio long before the shocking truth came out. Also involved in the baby boy BLQ mess was Jane Elliott's Tracy. The GH vet lent so tenderness to her usually stern character after Brooklyn admitted to her grandmother that she had a teen pregnancy and gave the baby up. But the most heartwarming moments came later when Gio was the one to tell her that he was her long-lost great-grandson, and she took the reins as a Quartermain matriarch and invited him into the dysfunctional family with open arms. Say what you will about Willow, but her portrayer Catelyn McMullen nailed the smitten girlfriend and devastated mom this month. First, the actress continuously pulled off Willow being almost hypnotized by Drew, leading to her ultimate downfall. When Michael snatched his children back, Willow instantly went from love-struck to mama bear as she begged to see her kids, and when she was denied, she broke down outside Carly's door. Ever since the big reveal at the nurses' ball, there was no doubt in our minds that this month's top honor would go to Giovanni Mazza. The young violinist turned daytime breakout star made us all feel every ounce of pain, shock, and betrayal that Gio felt after discovering that Brooklyn and Dante are his true parents. Mazza's blow-up at the ball captured Gio in a moment of rage that ended in him smashing his treasured violin to pieces and breaking out hearts along with it. It has to do with Luke, Laura, and Helena. Lulu keeps telling everyone that the reason she spilled the beans about Gio's real parents on General Hospital was because she wanted Dante to know he had another son, and for Gio to feel a part of his new family. She may even believe that's the case, but we think the real reason has less to do with Gio's future and more with Lulu's past. Lulu's early years were pretty rotten. Though Luke was initially ecstatic when Laura told him she was pregnant again, we later learned that he actually hated parenthood, being a husband, and felt trapped every minute of his marriage to the woman of his dreams. So when Laura had a nervous breakdown and was committed, Luke pretty much gave up on his fatherhood duties, dumping Lulu on Leslie and leaving Nicholas and Lucky to pick up the male role model slack. Luke and Laura were absent for much of Lulu's teen years too, including her romantic dramas and her abortion. She made the choice to terminate that pregnancy, but she did not make the decision to have Helena steal one of her eggs and create Charlotte as a daughter for Valentine, or when Britt stole Lulu and Dante's embryo and tried passing Rocco off as her son Ben. The point is, Lulu was deprived of time with both of her children. And that was even before the coma that stole another bunch of years. The point is, Lulu had a deprived childhood in parenthood. We don't blame her for being bitter. We can see why a part of her believes, if I can't have a happy family, nobody can, which is why she blew up Gio's life. She says it was for his and Dante's own good. We know better. Get ready for another explosive week in Port Charles. Everyone on General Hospital has been reeling over the recent revelations. Here are 3 major moments to watch out for this week in Port Charles. Things will really hit up in Port Charles midweek when Brooklyn and Lulu come face to face for the first time since the nurses' ball. Dante has already ended any chance of a Lant reunion, and now Brooklyn is about to tear into her enemy. Would Dante and Chase pull their respective gals off of each other would be pretty iconic. But we think this confrontation will most likely be solely between the women, and it's bound to be a doozy. On the day of the court hearing for Michael and Willow's divorce and custody battle, they'll most likely be joined by their respective supporters. On Willow's side will definitely be Drew and Nina, while Michael will have Carly, Sonny, Jason, and all his siblings on his side. It all starts on Tuesday, and only time will tell who will be awarded custody of the kids. By the end of the week, spoilers tease that Nina will make a confession, and boy does she have a lot to confess. Could this be the truth about her role in Drew's drugging? Or maybe the fact she was sleeping with Drew while he was pursuing Willow? Whatever this confession is, it's sure to rock Willow's and Drew's lives. Talk about a shocking storyline shift. Just when it looked as if General Hospital's Nina might put it all on the line in order to get Drew away from Willow, she stumbled upon new information which changes everything. The real question? What will she do with this newfound knowledge? Obviously, Michael's unexpected return, armed with a court order granting him temporary custody of Wiley and Amelia, shook things up. Willow and Drew ran to the police, only to find out that there was nothing they could do. Carly, along with the rest of Michael's loved ones, rallied around him. And Nina? Well, she went drinking with Maxie to try and figure out her next move. Even Maxie was taken aback when it seemed Nina might be willing to expose her own fling with Drew if it meant opening Willow's eyes to the piece of work that is Drew. Of course, that plan wasn't particularly ideal, as it might cost Nina her hard-won relationship with Willow. But a casual remark made by Maxie got Nina thinking. You could literally see her eyes light up as the spark of an idea began to take form. Quicker than she could whip out a generous bride tip, the bartender helped Nina piece together that it was Michael, not Jason, with whom Sasha had hooked up that fateful late October night. Given that Michael already knows he's the father of Sasha's soon-to-arrive baby, they would seem that the ways in which Nina can use this information are limited. But given that Michael's custody case in part relies on the fact that Willow cheated on him with Drew, his own infidelity, and the resulting child could definitely weaken his case. That said, Nina could also wind up putting herself in danger given that the man pretending to be the father of Sasha's baby is a hitman who's made more than a few folks disappear over the years. What Nina doesn't seem to realize right now is that this information doesn't necessarily help her, and even if it does, at what cost? Several locals know about her tryst with Drew and could use that in a counterstrike. Is she really willing to sacrifice her relationship with Sasha, which they worked hard to rebuild after the whole fake daughter incident? One thing we know, the custody battle set to start on June 2 promises to be every bit as explosive as was the nurses' ball. And although someone will wind up winning custody of the children, the fallout might just leave everyone wondering if the battle was worth it in the end. We count down the top 10 hits and misses from General Hospital's Nurses Ball 2025. Soap Hub looks at the hits and misses for General Hospital's Nurses Ball now that the gala event is over. Well, the fallout from the premier charity ball isn't over by a long shot, and that's part of what we're celebrating. 10. Miss. What didn't happen at the nurses' ball? Ned didn't perform this year. Maxie and Stella weren't there to watch James/Georgie and Trina, respectively. While many of the kids and young adults were present, none of the younger teens were there. Both Laura and Lucky were also MIA. Because of Alexis and Christina's confrontation, they didn't make it to the ball, and so Alexis wasn't there for Scout, and we never got Chase's and Anna's full tango routine. 9. Hit. Lucas and Elizabeth. When Lucas showed up at a recovering Elizabeth's house, clad in a tux and ready to watch the nurses' ball on TV, fun and friendship ensued. Ben Hansis and Rebecca Herbst have a great bestie vibe, and the two played off each other so well. We could have watched an hour of the two talking about each other's love life and gossiping about Tracy's arrest and the public disasters happening at the charity ball. 8. Miss. The Curtis/Portia drama got lost in the shuffle of everything else. This had the makings of a nice, dramatic moment behind the scenes of the nurses' ball. Portia confessed to Curtis that Drew was indeed blackmailing her. Curtis wasn't happy, and then the two decided they would pretend to be the perfect couple for the rest of the evening, and that was that. It kind of fizzled out. 7. Hit. Nina and Drew's sarcastic red carpet hosting gig. We were here for all the awkward moments on the red carpet as Drew and Nina co-hosted and chatted up the guests. Jocelyn's hostility to Drew was particularly awkward and fun, but everybody was wonderfully snarky. 6. Miss. Lulu confronts Lois backstage. Lulu's inadvertent responsibility for Gio finding out about the secret was a little bit of a letdown, rather than having her or someone else in the know tell the truth. But that's okay, the drama that unfolded afterward was chef's kiss quality. 5. Hit. The entire GH cast. While the actors definitely stepped up with the musical performances, they did more than that. They stepped up and gave impressive acting performances. 4. Miss. Drew and Willow. While Carly was on point, the fact that Willow and Drew thought that their offer of Michael getting the kids every other weekend and 2 weeks during the summer was egregious. It sounded like they were taking advantage of Michael's absence to do it. He was recovering from severe burns. He wasn't a deadbeat dad. 3. Hit. The musical performances. There was no weak link from Gio's wonderful violin masterclass to Trina and Joss's bittersweet and poignant song to the kids' I'll Be There wonderfulness. Isaiah actually did some breakdancing, and the guys' Look of Love serenade looked like it was going to be cringeworthy, but it was anything but. Instead, it was sweet and adorable. Bravo to. Hit. The cliffhangers. The Thursday, May 22, but just to reiterate, Gio's onstage meltdown was epic, and then Michael's brief nurses' ball drive provided one of the best returns we've seen in a while. The cliffhangers were instant rewind and repeat moments. The GH writers deserve the kudos here, along with the actors. 1. Hit. The fallout. What every Soak fan wants. Once the ball was over, the drama didn't stop. In fact, it's still going. There were a million beats to play, and so far, the show is hitting every single one of them. Dante's and Lulu's confrontation was much needed, and now the relationship between those two is in shambles. Tracy finding out Gio was her great-grandson made for a really amazing scene. Dante and Brooklyn's attempt to reach Gio was painful. Everybody confronting Lois was very needed as well. Next, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.